is ever gonna bring me
Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to another video with the Princess and the Time Lord.
Time Lord?
We didn't have a video last week
No.
because we were both very ill.
Yeah, we got that awful cold that's going round and we were very poorly.
And I still have it,
Yeah.
but just not as bad. But anyway, enough of that. We're here today to talk about another film,
Film.
which we saw about a week ago now,
Yeah.
which is Wicked.
Wicked! It was wicked.
It was Wicked, Professor! Doctor Who reference. So I've never seen the stage show and I didn't know the story. So the closest thing I had was knowledge of the 1930s Wizard of Oz film. That was it.
Yeah. You
Um,
went into it completely new and...
Yeah. And I'm not a musical fan. I don't seek these things out. This was in fact the first musical I've ever seen at the cinema. But I went in with an open mind. I wasn't like, musicals. So, yeah, I'll give my opinion on it a bit later on. But Lozz has seen the stage show and, of course, was really looking forward to the film. So, I'll let you take it away and give us your opinion.
Yeah, well, I saw, like I told you, I saw the stage show a long time ago. I can't remember how many years ago, but it was a long time ago. And like you, I went into the show not really knowing a lot about it. It was just one of those things where I'd heard really good things. So I thought, oh, I like The Wizard of Oz. I'll go see this. And as most people say when they watch the show, it absolutely blew me away. Incredible, like amazing story, amazing characters, songs that you just can't get out of your head. So when they announced they were making a film, I was very excited. Yeah, so again, like we said with Beetlejuice, I loved the run up to it because they had all the promos and the merch and everywhere was advertising it. So
Although I think Beetlejuice beat it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Beat it.
Yeah, but it's nice to have films that are getting that hype again. So yeah, seeing all the posters and stuff around like T-shirts and. But I said to you, I'm not going to buy anything until after I've seen the film because I might hate it. But no, it was.
And then what did we do after we saw the film?
We went and bought stuff.
You went and bought stuff.
I bought a T-shirt and a dress.
Really, really nice dress.
Yeah. So yeah, like listening to the soundtrack a bit before we went. Like a couple of days before, I was listening to the soundtrack again and.
You didn't listen to the full one though, did you?
No, I listened to the Broadway one, and then I listened to a few tracks on the movie soundtrack, but I didn't listen to it all because I didn't want to spoil myself too much. I just listened to a few of the pardon the pun, popular songs.
You did say you were happy you didn't listen to, which one was it?
The it was the One Short Day in Oz.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because there's cameos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That
yeah.
if I listened to the soundtrack would have been spoiled.
Yeah. We will say there are going to be spoilers in this review as we go through. So if you haven't seen the film or you don't know the story, stop listening and then come back after.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my opinion is, like I say, I'm not a musical fan. I don't seek these things out. If I wasn't with Lozz, I probably wouldn't have watched this film or thought about watching this film. But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't the sort of thing, like I say, that I usually watch. But I went in with an open mind and I really enjoyed the film. Some of the musical numbers are really catchy. And there was really good characters. I like the fact that they fleshed out the main characters. And, you know, you got really into their relationship. And, yeah, it was visually stunning.
It was beautiful.
Like, the whole world just looked amazing. Like, I just, like, looking at it thinking, wow. Like, just everything in the film looked really good. Particularly, like, the opening shot when you're going through Oz. After the witch is dead.
Yeah.
It was just like, that's an amazing looking place.
Yeah. It just felt like you could just step through the screen and go there because it just looks so amazing.
Again, though, it's like we've said before, when they take the time to make something look good, they could do wonders with CGI. You could tell this wasn't one of those rushed jobs like Marvel. It looked really good. Sometimes you might go, oh, that looks CG. But a lot of the time you'll just go in, it just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Which is really good. But yeah, I did get some of the songs stuck in my head. There is one song in particular, though, that I hear differently to everyone else. Any Doctor Who fans will probably know what I'm talking about. But there's a song called The Wizard and I. And John Barrowman released his version way back, which is called The Doctor and I. So that's the song I've always known. So here in The Wizard and I still hear The Doctor and I. It's just, I can't help it. I said to you, didn't I? I was like, we'll go in the cinema and I'll sit there and I'll hear The Doctor and I. And I did.
You did.
But that's my problem and I'll deal with it. But yeah, I really liked it. And I thought that, like, Defying Gravity was a good song to end the first film. I know that's like where they end the first half of the show, isn't it? But that whole end sequence was great.
It was incredible.
And I am not afraid to admit, because, you know, I know a lot of men are afraid to admit this, and they really shouldn't be, but I teared up a few times. I didn't actually have tears come out of my eyes, but a few times I did well up with the tears. There's some very emotional things in the film. The ending is quite emotional. The dance scene probably was the one that made me well up the most. Yeah. Because having been bullied my whole life and treated the way that Elphaba has been, I know what it would have been like to have someone like Glinda have your back in the middle of that room. So it was very easy to connect with in that regard. And I thought that scene was done really well, because you said that it does have music in the stage show, that scene.
From what I remember, I might not be remembering correctly, but from what I remember, it possibly did.
But I thought it was really good that it was silent. Yeah. Because you got to feel it more. Particularly because obviously on stage you can't see the actors' faces as well as you can with a camera. So this time it was like really letting the actors do the work. Yeah.
Without saying anything, without the aid of music, or, you know,
it was more impactful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was like the case of it was in their eyes, and, you know, using their expressions, and so I think as an actor is incredibly talented to be able to do that.
So, and on that point, I thought they were both amazing.
Yeah.
Both Ariana and Cynthia were extremely good.
They were incredible.
You know, outside of the film stuff aside, 'cause we all know about that, but their performances were brilliant. Like, absolutely brilliant. And they could both sing great. I mean, you expect it with Ariana, but I mean, I've never seen Cynthia do anything else. I know she's done other things where she sings, but they both got cracking voices. And I thought they did an amazing job with it. And there's a good cast as well, backup cast. You know, they all did a great job. Yeah. And I love Jeff Goldblum. He's brilliant. He's always brilliant. And he was a perfect choice for the Wizard.
He was, yeah. He's a very good choice.
Because I've seen people go, he's basically just been Jeff Goldblum. But I think the two marry so well.
Yeah.
Because the wizard is just an eccentric showman.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
And that's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just go, just do you?
Yeah.
Just be Jeff, being the wizard.
Yeah.
And he's in a bit longer than we expected. We thought he might just be in for a couple of minutes and
Yeah.
then that's it.
Yeah.
But he was in for about 10 minutes? And it's always just a joy to watch.
Yeah.
And he just was. Because I think I turned to you at one point and I was just like, I just love Jeff Goldblum. it's just so fun.
No, it was a perfect choice for the character.
Yeah.
I think that the thing that I enjoyed the most, probably that what they changed from the show was Defying Gravity, where they cut it into sections instead of just doing the whole song. They cut it into sections, so they had like a piece between Elphaba and Glinda between these sections, like making their way up to the tower, and it was just amazing. Like I've heard a few people say they didn't like that, but
I think it worked really well
overall,
because it's like each bit that they're doing in between leads to them doing a more powerful verse of the song.
Yeah.
Until obviously, it's like after she has her first flight, and that's when she like proper belts out the last bit of the song. Yeah. Which works great because it's like she really is defying gravity and all that. So I think it works brilliantly.
It did build it up, and like you say, that last sequence when she's on the broom and she's in the sky, it's just like wow.
I like the homage shot to the show where Kate billows out bigger than it actually is. Yeah. And I think that actually would have been a nice ending shot. Yeah. Because it just looked amazing. Like I remember looking at it going like, oh, that'd be an ending shot. I'd end it there. Yeah. But they did carry it on, and then she flew off and went into the sky, which was another good shot, but it wasn't quite as good as that shot. Yeah. But it is in two parts. They haven't really promoted it this way, and it has ticked a few people off because they were expecting it. Yeah. Because they thought with it being just a bit longer than the stage show, it was going to be the stage show, but just a little bit longer. Yeah. But it is in fact in two parts. So this is part 1, part 2 is next November. And it's good doing it that way because I've seen people say, oh, they're just cash grabbing, which they kind of are, but it means they can flesh them out more. You get more of their relationships, so you get more invested, which is better for a film. Yeah. When obviously, a stage show, you sit in there for a couple of hours and you're going to get a numb bum. And, and obviously the actors, they don't want to work for too long because they're live on stage. They'll get knackered. Yeah. But I really like it, and I actually look forward to part 2. I did my usual thing though, didn't I? Because I'm usually good at guessing things. Yeah. So this is a spoiler heavy section now, but when they had the little lion cub and it was scared, and this isn't really difficult to work out, but it was just like, oh, that's a cowardly lion, isn't it? But it was the wizard thing, which I'm not going to say what it is because that is to be revealed in the second part, but the wizard thing. Yeah, not the fact that he's a showman and all that, because we know that from Wizard of Oz, but it's the other wizard thing. I already guessed it from the get-go, didn't I? I was like, I know who he is. Yeah, it's a good film. I'm looking forward to the second part. Yeah. Even though I know some bits already, but still looking forward to seeing it. And they have said that they want to carry it on, do Oz films after. Yeah. So quite what that means they haven't said what they're going to do yet. Yeah. But I've said to you, I think because it's like nearly 90 years since the first Wizard of Oz, it'd be nice to remake it. It would. I mean, the remake stuff that's only 15 years old, so why not something that's 90 odd years old? Yeah, because at the beginning when they showed Dorothy and company just walking down the hill, that got me. I was like, that was a nice cameo. And they've just released pictures from part 2, haven't they? And you see them again. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think it'd be about time to do an updated Wizard of Oz, and then have obviously these actors come back because it would connect nicely. Because I think if you watch Wicked the movies, and then you go back and watch the original Wizard of Oz afterwards, it's not going to feel like it's that connected.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, not just because obviously it's a different look and feel, but obviously, the characters are very different. Like obviously now, in today's one, the lion is CG and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not going to feel the same. So I think it's time.
Yeah.
To redo it.
Yeah.
With these actors. And have like a proper full story.
Yeah.
I don't know about doing Return to Oz.
Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah.
No, I'm really because I've never read the book,
Mm.
Wicked, but I'm really keen to read it now. So
Yeah, it'd be interesting as well if they do remake Wizard of Oz. Will they make it more like the book?
yeah,
Because the book is a lot darker than the actual film.
Yeah,
even though there's a lot of
definitely.
dark stuff in the making of the
yeah,
film. Look it up.
yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if they went down that yellow brick road. And
See what we
what
did
they do.
there. Very good.
Mm. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I could tell you did. Because it's like, I was sitting there thinking, because I know Lozz is a very emotional person, and she feels things, like when you went to see Beetlejuice and you started crying just from the opening credits,
Yeah.
which I expected. And I was sitting there thinking, if I'm tearing up, and I'm not that invested as she is, there must be a lot of tears coming out of her face. So, like, when the film finished, I was like, how much did you cry? And you were just like, bucket.
I was
You know,
crying,
you were
wasn't I?
crying a
At
lot.
the end, like I was
Yeah.
crying, and you were like, "How much did you cry?" And I'm like,
A lot then. But yeah, it was a really good cinema experience. Highly recommend it, because it's just like the songs. I think you need to hear them on those proper cinema
yeah,
speakers.
definitely.
That big screen. It sounded incredible.
Yeah.
And we got a nice a nice accompanying drink as well, didn't we?
Oh,
Where we go, because we go Cineworld.
The icy.
And they do ices, which are like so good. They're like frozen drinks. A bit like your Tango Ice Blast, but better,
Yeah.
because they're bigger and more flavourful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lovely Wicked
Yeah.
one, which
Pink
it doesn't
and-
tell you what the flavour is. It's
No.
like guess the flavour kind of thing,
Yeah.
but it's pink and green, obviously.
Yeah.
And we worked it out as candy floss and apple.
Yeah.
And it was so
It
good.
was really nice. And I loved the swirl of the pink and green colours in it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was really, really nice.
Yeah. So we were happily slurping on those.
Yeah, really good. But yeah, we really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. It's a top tier film.
Oh yeah, it was.
Properly well made. I love seeing a film that you can tell everybody's put their all into
Yeah.
it. It's not lazy.
Yeah, you can tell there was a lot of love.
Behind the
into that
scenes
film.
and also the
Yeah.
actors, you could just tell.
Yeah.
Everyone had a great time making it and put a lot of love into it.
Yeah.
And I like stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. And you can tell that people have actually put effort into making something.
Yeah, they weren't just like, oh, it'll be right, we'll make lots of money.
Yeah.
They actually did the effort and it paid off.
Yeah. So now I'm just gonna wait until after Christmas, see if my family get me any Wicked stuff, and then if not, I'll be sinking all my money into Wicked.
January sales!
Yeah.
Show me all that Wicked stuff.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was. I went in with high expectations. I don't usually do that. Like, if I really like something, I go in with, I guess I lower my expectations just in case. So most of the time I enjoy it. But I went into Wicked with high expectations because I thought this is going to be good. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but it was better than I expected, It was just amazing.
It was really fantastic.
Yeah.
And coming from someone who's not a musical fan, really.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those people that's just like, musicals.
Yeah.
If I sit down and there's a musical in front of me, I'll sit and watch it.
Yeah.
But I don't seek them out usually.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that I was with you when it came out, because I wouldn't have gone to see it otherwise.
Yeah, I got the opportunity to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, it was a good experience. It'd be quite nice to maybe see the stage show one day.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of tours around the UK now, so so we could catch one. And the costumes.
Oh, the costumes
Wow.
were incredible.
Especially in the one shot Day in Oz scene. It was just like, wow. All those costumes, all the people were wearing were just beautiful.
Yeah, I can see this film getting nominated for a few awards, winning a fair few of them as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. And like you, I can't wait for part 2.
Yeah, so we've got to wait now, nearly a year,
Yeah.
for part 2. There's a lot of good stuff to come out in the meantime though, to keep us going.
Yeah.
The next thing we'll probably see at the cinema is either going to be Red 1, which I know hasn't got great reviews, but it's just a fun Christmas film and that's all we want, or Sonic 3, which we are going to see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see Sonic 3 at the cinema.
Very much looking forward to that. Keanu Reeves' Shadow.
Because you're a big Sonic fan and we
I
need
love
to see
Sonic,
it on
yeah.
the big screen.
So I don't know whether we'll do any reviews on those, but
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be something to watch
Yeah.
at the cinema before the end of the year. But in terms of Wicked, we love it. Give it top marks. Highly recommend it. So if you haven't seen it yet, and you know it's something you're interested in, or you might be interested in, definitely go see it.
Yeah,
because it's worth
on
it.
the big screen. It's worth the money.
So that's our review of Wicked Part 1, which it is actually, it does say that on the film, just not on the posters or the trailer. There. So Wicked Part 1, and next week should be a solo gameplay from me.
Yeah.
If I can work out which game I want to play. Any suggestions are welcome, as long as I've got it.
I still vote for GTA.
It might be a GTA. Just have a mess around on GTA. Who doesn't love a good mess around on GTA? But anyway, that's it. Waffling on now. Gonna leave it there. And hopefully catch you all in the next video.
Yeah.
So all that's left for us to say is...
Take care of yourselves.